went so good that the director thought it fit so perfect with the script that was already written, he wouldn't cut it out. And then they didn't realize until the people started acknowledging the tidbits of information that, oh shit, we shouldn't have left that in there. It's too late now. We bought the video, the DVD, the VHS, the Betamax. We got that shit. Now you can't take it back. We can go point it out to somebody to allow them to see the sister is trying to tell you what they don't want her to say. Tears of a Clown, Smokey Robinson, Hayoka High Priest, delivering the message. He said he ain't no African, but he proud to be black. Go pull it up. Listen to the poem. He telling you he ain't come from no Africa. But that don't mean we got a problem with people in Africa. We love African people. We love African culture. We just don't like people just downplaying our culture, trying to make us believe we from somebody else when we got our own culture to love and to flourish from, when we realize just when they thought that they was conquering us, we conquered them. As soon as we realize that, it's a done deal. They thought they had us. We sit here and reconstituted the government in the continuity of government program in everybody's face, and they was laughing at Rod Hayes the whole time. The whole time I'm putting Big Mama's kingdom back together so we can have heaven on earth again, and they calling me crazy. They saying that I don't know what I'm talking about and we all Moors, and I'm just being unduly harsh on the ones I call dirty Moors, and that, no, we tribes. We tribes. You can't find one map that got America as Morocco. You can't convince me of some shit that didn't exist. You can't. If we was all Moors, we wouldn't have been broke up into 5,000 tribes when the enemy came. Go get the book, 5,000 Tribes of North America. We ain't even got to the islands, Central and South America yet. That's just 5,000 North America tribes. Wait till we get done with the Mesoamerica going into South America and the islands and get done. We ain't even counted them people in the 5,000 tribes that we telling you was here. So if you was a Moor, you would have been one of the tribes, one of the many tribes, and you would have been designated to a specific part of the land. That's according to our culture, but according to European culture, we just gonna blanket all you motherfuckers together. We not Europeans and we not Africans. They culture can't dictate how we move as we move across our own land. Their government might have been in control for a while until we figured out that it was a whole fraud and dismantled it in everybody's face, while they thinking that we just being some social media chitter-chatters, and all of the time we having whole governmental teams watching us at continuity of government in order to know what moves to make next. We already know what move need to be made next. The chiefs need to hit the streets. We need 3 kings walking. We need reports from the kings. And while that's going on, don't worry about what the matriarchy doing. The matriarchy is handling matriarchal business. Now it's time for the brothers, the fatherland, to step out in front and do what we supposed to do in order to be the cover story to protect the motherland. If we ain't ready to do that, then we might as well go sit back and surrender to the slave master. Ain't no sense of overthrowing the slave master to perpetuate slavery under a different name or a different skin color or a different geographical location. If you're going to overthrow slavery, abolish that shit unilaterally if you're going to get rid of these rotten motherfuckers, get rid of all of their rotten behaviors, traits, and characteristics, any and everywhere you see it, or leave that shit alone and go on about your business and let these motherfuckers figure it out themselves. Them the only options we got. We don't got no whole lot of options. We don't have a whole lot of options. Put Big Mama doing what Big Mama do. Now it's time for us brothers to step out and do what the brothers supposed to do. All of this shit is coming into motherfucking fruition, whether you like it, don't like it, whether you understand it or don't understand it, whether you want it to or you don't want it to. It goes back to who it belonged to at the close of the age. It's just that simple. It don't go back to who I want it to go to or who you want it to go to. It go back to who it belonged to, the rightful owners. The owners, the originators, the first ones, the mothers, the ones who gave birth parthogenically until they decided to make our ass so that this part of it can be getting done by us while they go do their part. They needed a different type of physiology to carry out a different function. So now it's time for us brothers, hey, look, they done been put on notice across the land. Everything has been moved according to the tribal traditions in the public domain. In everybody's face, I have not been hiding, I ain't been running, and I ain't been ducking. This shit time-stamped and dated in an archivable format for posterity to go pull the record. And as they say about Jesus in church, they can say about Rod, didn't he do it? Didn't he do it? It's recorded. You can't undo it now. It's done. It's in the history books. It's part of the mirror of the past that's going to light the way to the future when you realize what just took place in your motherfucking face. With the receipts. Gorilla grip on that ass. On that post. You say I stuck my finger in the ground, turned the world around, plugged into the socket. So when you see stuff like the Noriega situation and you think that Noriega was wrong because the socially engineered media told you he was wrong, that don't mean he was wrong. Maurice Bishop ain't done nothing wrong for the CIA to put an assassination hit out on him. All that man wanted was for the people in his community to be able to live without outside forces interfering in their family business. And because he spoke up, they got scared that he might be the one to wake these niggas up over here. And the only reason I know it because they told it to him and he told it to us. They told Maurice Bishop to tone down his rhetoric before it influenced the Negroes in America to rise up against the American legal fiction. They called it their government. They don't belong here. Police don't belong here. And the sheriffs are supposed to be under the jurisdictional authority and command of Angel Bay, the law of the land. But we want to sit here and accuse each other and falsely accuse each other and confuse each other about the truth instead of telling people who belong where. I'm telling you who doing the work. That's how you know where they belong. Go back and see why they got Angel Bay locked up. Because he was behaving as a chief that had a specific function to fulfill for the people of the land, whether they with him or not. He still got to do his work. He still got to do his work. He still got to do what he got to do as one of the chiefs responsible for liberating us from this oppressive regime. Who gonna back the man up? We can't keep acting like cowards every time one of the leaders fall. We go along to get along with the motherfucking enemy in order to wipe our feet on his work. We did it with Malachi. We did it with H. Rap Brown. We did it with Mumia. We done it with Mutula. We did it with Larry. We did it with Jeff. We did it with Tukey. We done it with Geronimo Pratt. We done it with Stokely Carmichael, Kwame Ture. We did it with Asada, left her stranded in Cuba. I know she want to come home and see her family. But no, we don't have the insight and the understanding to say this is her shit. Her castle is in New Jersey waiting for her people to tell that governor over there to write the goddamn pardon for the assassination attempt on her life that failed. But no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. It requires us to put some ink on paper or to make a phone call, and that's just too much in order to fight for somebody's freedom. We don't have that kind of time and energy. I got to watch Young and the Restless. I can't miss Judge Judine or whoever the fuck on there this week. I got to see the People's Court. But you can't say nothing about none of your people that stood up and fought for your liberation. You watched them fall and went on to the next person to watch them fall. And now you done been jumping leader to leader as part of the problem, offering nothing up as a solution. And if somebody offers a solution, you become the number one opponent. This is why Malachi's still locked up. That's exactly why Malachi's still locked up. Motherfuckers want to see him out, but the motherfucker next to him keep tripping them every time they take a step toward the direction of getting Malachi out. He been had the motherfucking release order since 2019. Come on, it's 2024. That's 5 years. He supposed to been home. Why he can't come home? Because can't nobody take that man home to get assassinated. Not the government don't want no parts of that shit. Because then they got to deal with some shit called the Galactic Council. I don't even talk about the motherfuckers. They ain't from here. I'm about the Earthborn. But because of what's going on, I gotta periodically mention some motherfuckers from outer space. We got enough problems on the surface to deal with that we shouldn't even have to worry about no niggas from outer space. But now y'all keep fucking with Malachi. Y'all got to worry about some niggas from outer space, but these some super niggas. These ain't no regular, everyday, ordinary run-of-the-mill niggas. These are super niggas. I'm trying to tell y'all here at the time, and y'all, this government, in their last little old breaths of life, need to do something in the public domain before Malachi called these super niggas. Them ain't got nothing to do with me. It don't got. I'm growth and development. I'm in a whole different tribe. But I'm telling you what I see coming. These niggas infiltrated his house, and he got a whole flock of super niggas. I can't figure out no other way. Black Adams. He got a whole army of Black Adams coming. He could have been called him. But somebody had to give him the opportunity to bump straight first. That shit just so happened to fall in my territory. I'm not fucking with them niggas. Them niggas is too... I can't move. I can't tolerate that. I can't sanction no shit like that. I can't tell the Empress to push for Malachi to go back to some rotten ass motherfucking traitor ass, turncoat, shoe shuffling ass motherfuckers. I can't in good conscience do that. Yeah, I want Malachi out. But I don't want to send that man home to that bullshit. He done did his work. He should be able to lay back on the beach and get fed some goddamn grapes while somebody massaging his feet in the sun in the Bahamas somewhere. Well, he shouldn't even have to write another book if he don't feel like it. But they keep fucking with him. All I can tell him is he got some Black Adam niggas. He don't got 2 or 3 of them motherfuckers either. It's a lot of them niggas. And they don't smile. They don't have a sense of humor. They got a sense of duty first. And until the duty fulfilled, you won't even know them motherfuckers know how to smile. You won't even know them motherfuckers know how to laugh or none of that until the job that the duty called for is complete. They serious. Keep playing with Malachi. All I could do is warn you. I'm firstborn of the earthborn. I'm not going nowhere. But it's a lot of niggas that gotta leave, and they got a whole bunch of Black Adam niggas to come get them. Stay out the way. Stay out the way. That's all I can tell you. And you think your motherfucking 38 something. They got some shit that'll make your 38 stop working before you even cock that bitch back. They got guns that shoot frequencies that paralyze your whole central nervous system. They not worried about your bullets, bro. Your bullets don't mean nothing. That's antique history to them. To them, that's the same as a fucking muzzle loader in today. Can you imagine you got a tech and here come this dude trying to fight you with a muzzle loader? They not playing. They serious. They not playing. Inky gonna turn them motherfuckers loose to come get him. And then ain't gonna be nothing nobody can do. America tried to make super soldiers, so they came out with a whole bunch of Captain Americas to supposed to be fighting these Black Adams. They produce all these steroid-induced Captain Americas to fight this Black Adam. And they think they're going to win. And it's a lot of them. And it's a lot of them. And they all wearing some shiny ass gold looking shit. I don't know if it's brass, bronze, gold, whatever it is, it's shiny as shit. And he ain't the only one got a support team like that. He ain't the only one. It's just that he the one that was the loudest about him, so I gotta talk about it. He was the loudest about what he called his star family. So now I gotta address that shit, even though I don't want to address no extraterrestrial niggas. Cause we got enough problem with Earth niggas that we need to be dealing with on Earth. But all good things come to an end. Right? They trying their shenanigans, but they not gonna work. They gonna expect your enemy to try to obstruct your progress, but expect your allies to have the eyes to see what they doing. Because everybody in this spiritual war is in the optimum position for the success we have already achieved. Now we have to play it out on the ground like a play or a movie script so the people can understand what's taking place. Simeon Toko told him, he said, y'all can't handle one of me. In the future, it's a whole bunch of me coming. Who you think he was talking about? He was talking about all them Black Adams that's under the fleet command of Marduk. We know him as Malachi Z. York. And they got some stuff. He gonna be just as healthy as he was when he was in his 20s as soon as they get here. And they've been sending these plasma ships, these cloak ships in all over the country. People been posting the videos talking about what's this. They don't know what it is. And the only reason I know what it is because Malachi already told us in the Holy Tablets what it is that we gonna see when we be looking at it. And he described it. And now I'm looking at it and I'm telling you they here. They here. Yeah, all my support team Earthborn. I got Big Tookie and Angel Bay and Larry Hoover. You know? But I can call on some underworld motherfuckers. But It's not necessary. They come out like the Day of the Dead with the war paint on. They come out of the shadows looking like an 8 foot tall